What's up, guys? My name is Emmanuel, if you guys don't know, and I'm the founder and the creator of URU. And I wanted to give a quick history of how I came up with the idea, how I built it, and where I'm at now and where I plan on going. So first, I have to give you a little background history. And from February 18th all the way to March. No, all the way to April 16th, I was in the hospital and, dealing with blood disorder I have. It's not the first time, but, it happens. And, during that time, it was very, I had to display a lot of patience and get through it and stuff. I had a lot of moments where I just thought about life, contemplate my past, where I'm at, and where I plan on going. And once I got out, because even while I was in there, I was working on a mug business, and it's called Healing Mugs, and it was for patients who are in the hospital going through stuff, because when I went to the hospital gift shop, a lot of their mugs are very generic and just dumb and ugly. They didn't really do anything. Like, I wouldn't have wanted them. They were just like, get well, see you soon, some just dumb stuff. So I created some funny, humorous type of mugs. Tried to, get that off the ground, but it didn't really work. It didn't fall through. Doesn't mean it won't happen sometime in the future. Maybe I'll bring it back for people who are in the hospital, but it didn't happen. So I got out, and I took a lot of time post hospitals, just think about where I wanted to go in life and what I've been doing, and I came to the conclusion that a lot of it, I want to say it's been a waste of time, because the work has been very fulfilling, but a lot of the creative work, I'll say, a lot of the creative work that I've been doing, while it fulfilled me, it didn't do anything for me. And when I say do anything for me, I'm speaking mostly, obviously, financially, but also just getting to a place in life to where I was waking up every day, joyous, feeling joyful for what I was doing. It was more like I was the slave and the master at the same time. So I was a master, and I was whipping myself every day to get up and work and do this, and trying to get likes and views and promote it, marketing, which is something I'm not good at, I'll admit. But so I had to sit and make a decision. Am I gonna? Because at the time I had another idea I was working on, a cartoon, and I had to make this decision. I put maybe one episode out. It was a stop motion animation, and I think I might have put a second one out. But I had to sit and think about if I was just doing the same thing and just reliving the same cycle of creating something, putting it out there, but not really like being consistent and pushing it and really, and I realized that a lot of this creative work I do, I like to do it because it's more like a hobby. I don't approach it as a job, but I think that's where the confusion comes, because it's a fun hobby, but I try to force it to be like a career, and that's where I mess up, because I don't necessarily see it as a career. I just see it as a fun way to express myself. An idea comes to mind, and I just bring it to life. But when it comes to trying to make it into like a job and make money and market it, that's where I get stressed out, and I'm not doing all that. So I put a hold on that animation thing, and it was just a random night. I went outside like I usually do, with my cats, give them some outside time, and I just pace back and forth and think about stuff. And I decided to give that a break and figure out a way where I can be doing something that, one, it's not, I wouldn't say it would be a hobby, because it'll be a response to something that I need, that I'm going through. And when I spent all that time in the hospital, I realized that I was really going through loneliness and depression, and being naive, thinking, oh, I'm good, I'm gonna work hard and be this big billionaire and create these big inventions. And that was really bringing me to a dark isolation place. And I realized that I was just in a dark place, not really going outside much, just staying on the computer working. When I did go outside, I would have my laptop with me working, stop being around friends and family, see them hang out every now and then, but just working, and really just wasting my life away. And I realized that, I came to a place of isolation and loneliness, and I was feeling the negative effects of that, and that I wasn't alone. I joined different Reddit groups and found out other people were like that. Some had it even worse, but I found people like that, and that's when something just, went off and hit. Why not find a way to use my skill set, which is this creative hobby stuff, skills that I built over the years. I've been doing this for 6 years. Well, it's 5 years. I think I'm going on my 6th year. Why not just use all the skills that I've gained to actually create something that I wouldn't say it's a hobby, but it's an actual solution to a problem that I'm going through, and I see a lot of other people going through. So that's when I came up with the idea for URU, a platform that allows people who are more social and talkative and out there to be available for video chats whenever someone who, like me, were going through loneliness, any type of isolation and stuff like that. They can always have someone to just, someone to talk to, no matter what the topic was or anything like that. So boom, I found another project now. I had to really sit and think about, okay, what's different between this one and my previous ones, because I don't want to keep going through the cycle, So I've found out that the difference between these and my previous creative projects is that this is something that cures a problem that I was going through, and a problem that I was building on, and also a problem that I saw other people going through. My previous creative works, I would say those were just fun stuff, put out there, cartoons, clothing, music and stuff, but it wasn't really solving an issue that other people were going through, and myself. It was more just like fun healing stuff I was doing. But with URU, I found something that, like I said, can help other people who were also going through what I was going through, and help myself, with what I was going through. So boom, I made the decision. That night when I was outside with my cats, went inside, jotted notes down, everything, did my research, and that's how I came up with URU. So now let me take you on the journey of how I built it, which was a long and very tedious journey. And I actually wish I would have made like vlogs and updates every day on it, because we're coming up on the 1 year of me with everything of URU. And this is the only video I think I might have video of me like working on the computer and just showing like I'm working, but I never sat down and like updated like, hey, this is the problem. I wish I would have done that, but better late than never. So at first I wanted it to be a mobile app, obviously, because I thought it would be easier and stuff. And after doing research, and I think I took like a week to learn one of the mobile app building languages, because I do have background in computer science and electrical engineering. So I tried to sit myself down and learn that, but it wasn't happening. It was too much. I wasn't about to do all this. So I figured, okay, let me try to find a more smart way of completing this. So I would go on Fiverr, see anyone could build the app, look around. Everybody wanted 2,000-3,000, and like I said, the past years I haven't really made too much money, so I wasn't gonna pay that. And then after doing more research, there was more stuff I had to buy with it, so no thank you. So I decided to, why not make this into just a website? Because there are websites that allows people to video chat, like Omegle. That's the one where you can video chat people. And I thought, well, if they can do that, I'm sure I can find a way to allow people to, sell their FaceTime sessions and stuff. So kept doing my research, and I decided to go with WordPress. Build it on WordPress, and I had some history with building websites for my other businesses. So I felt like, okay, I kind of know how the design is going to be. I just have to get into the actual technical stuff. So that's when, oh gosh, how long did I spend? I would probably say I spent a good months and months, maybe even 3 to 4 months, because I started URU. Well, I checked my phone and I made the first logo, I think May 20 something, May 29th, something like that. And since then, I just been building it. I'm sorry. And yeah, every day I would wake up, work on it, either at home, or I would take the bus all the way to the UCLA campus, and they have like free outdoor Wi-Fi. So I would just be there all day and all night until it's dark out, working on it. And when I tell you, there were so many times I wanted to quit. So many. I think the biggest part was like the plugin. So if you know WordPress, you download, buy plugins. And I had to figure out how to have a video chat plugin, but allow people to, like have a calendar so they can set their own times, and then someone can pay them. And then once somebody pays them, it would connect to the video chat plugin and like send them a link for the day. And then on that day, they can click it, video chat for their time, and go. And that was like the hardest, stressful time, that era of my life during this whole trying to get URU up and running. So I was doing that, and then it got so stressful at a point that I decided, okay, I can't do this by myself. Maybe a mobile app might be easier. So I went on and start looking into funding, and I got into that whole investors stuff and making a pitch deck and all that stuff. So I started doing research on that, and I came to the conclusion that, okay, I'm gonna make a pitch deck, and I'm gonna do a pre-seed funding. So I probably spent a couple weeks just building that out, watching videos. Okay, I made my first one, sent it out, and then I looked at it and I watched the video, I think from Y Combinator, and I was like, okay, this is horrible. So I did a complete revamp, shortened it, made it more easier, precise. So the first draft was ugly. Second draft was cool. Then I think I took a few days, went back to it, and just did a full revamp of that one. And I made the third draft, and it was much better. So then I did a research on the different companies that invest in pre-seed round, and I sent it out. I think I sent it out to probably a total of maybe 12 to 15 and none of them, agreed wanted to. Which I don't know if I could say it was strange. It was definitely in the realm that they were trying to go into a marketplace, health wise. URU was a social health company, so I wouldn't say it's mental health or anything like that. It's a social health. But yeah, I thought it was a good one. I wasn't asking for much, and I would always, trim things off. Like, I don't need funding for a big office or, a bunch of just hire a bunch of employees. I research companies that can build the app for me, that can manage it, and then, companies that will do the marketing and all that. So I had all that down, and I think the funding, it wasn't much. I'll have to go back and check. But yeah, they all responded back, hey, this isn't what we're going for, or it's not aligned with our vision. So I said, okay, that's fine. And then I had to sit and think. And I asked myself, Emmanuel, with your skill set and stuff, what is the best route to take? You can keep trying to send this project off to different people and sit around and wait for them to approve it, or you can say, hey, I don't care who approves it. I'm gonna get up, take action on my own, and bring it to life, instead of me sitting around and waiting for people who are judging my work, who really don't have the full vision of what I'm trying to build. So that's when I said, okay, I'm just gonna stop with the trying to pitch it to them, and I'm gonna go back to building it myself. And through hours and hours of brain boggles and stress, I finally figured it out. And I even spent money on so much other plugins, but then I found this one plugin that did it all, from allowing the people to, upload their intro, have their own calendar where they can. Sorry, somebody is going to be outside. Can you? Oh, someone messaged me. Allowing people to set their schedules. It allows people to video chat on the website. And yeah, it was everything I needed. Paid for it. Boom, I was getting somewhere. So that was like a big relief. I spent a couple $100 on trying to build this website, and so much errors. I found just one plugin that did it all. So that's a lesson. Keep going. Don't give up. Sometimes you need to take a break, but don't give up. So I built it. Once I found that plugin, I probably spent 1 or 2 weeks, getting it right, having troubles with the signups and all that type of stuff. Once people signed up, what user roles and stuff like that. But I can say I did it. The website was good. I tried it out. I even set up a mock FaceTime session. So I went. I paid for it like 50 cents, and I had my phone and my iPad, and I put my iPad in front of my cat to be like the person offering the sessions, and I was on my iPhone, and it worked. I was FaceTiming with them in the website, and I recorded that, so maybe I'll put it in here. But yeah, I was definitely proud of myself, big smiling and everything. So fast forward to today. Yeah, URU's done. There's no updates that's needed, nothing wrong with it. And I would say the only thing that I'm having trouble with, and it's something that obviously I've always had trouble with when I'm trying to make a business or something, the marketing part and putting it out there. And because it's like I can write it down and make it make sense to me, and even put it in a way so, okay, I believe people would understand it. But when it comes to the marketing tactics and stuff, and trying to reach out to people to, hey, you guys want to collab or something, that's where I fall short. But I've definitely reached out to people. I came back to the drawing board, strategized, and came up with some good incentives. One, obviously, a lot of platforms They offer because obviously this isn't the only platform where people can sell video chat sessions. Some people just go about it on their own and just some content creators, hey, you can FaceTime me. Here's how much I cost, and yeah, I don't know if they give them a fake number, their real number, or what, but what was I saying? Yeah, they do that. Yeah, marketing was a problem. Oh, incentives, yeah. So a lot of them, they charge 80%. They do an 80-20 split where you keep 80, they keep 20. I saw a few where it's like 70-30 and stuff. But for me, like I said, well, I don't think I said this, but in one of my previous businesses, which was clothing related, and I'm just going to speed through the story quickly. But I realized that making money really wasn't the joy that came from creating for me. I remember the first time I ever sold a t-shirt, and it didn't really do anything for me. It was more like, okay, now I got to work on printing it and then shipping it out to the person. The money was cool. You're the thing, and the next few times I sold anything, I just didn't feel anything. The satisfaction came after I finished the product or project, and then when I was good, I put it out into the world and let the world receive it how they decided to receive it. So fast forward, with URU, I decided to do a 90-10 split where creators, they keep 90% of what they earn and I will just keep 10. I feel like 10% of everything, that's enough. I mean, I'm surviving right now on barely anything, so 10%, I'll be happy with that. And then obviously, yeah, so that's where I'm at now. And now to move on to where I see URU going, because I think that's what's going to separate me from a lot of other companies and stuff. Where I see URU going in the future, obviously we're a social health company, and obviously we first started off with people dealing with loneliness and isolation. And through progress, I developed it to also help content creators who are starting the content journey or who have been in the content journey and are trying to figure out a way how to make income with it, because it's not easy being a content creator, putting it in so much work, putting out there and barely getting pennies on the dollar back. Likes are good, follows are good, and comments are good, but that cha-ching is what's really good. So that's what we also moved into, giving content creators an add-on to their content journey so they can make money. It's like when you're watching your favorite TV show, and at the end of the show, you have so much commentary with it, and you wish you can talk to the actor, talk to them about it. Well, this is what I kind of see URU as being for content creators. After they put out their content on whatever platform, then URU will allow their fans a chance to connect with them over it, whether they have questions, whether they just want to talk about it, just feel any type of loneliness they have. Then that's what it's for. And we offer 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes. So it's not too long. You can decide however long you want to offer. But back more into the future of it, and not to get into, well, I don't think it really matters. I was gonna say not to get into too much because I don't want to share too many details. But I mean, I don't. No, people can try to steal my ideas. It's not gonna work. But I see URU honestly becoming. I see people with an audience. People being able to. I'll say this: people being able to build their own show and their own audience, and comedians being able to have their own comedy shows and sell tickets to their own shows on our platform and have people to show up and watch it. Singers can have their own performances, because I seen someone on TikTok, they have their own in their room performances and they have 200-300 people watching You know, so allowing content creators the option to have that, but on Uru. Also, you know, people who just who have their own niche, just niche categories that they enjoy. Just being able to not stress about how many views they're getting or how many followers they have or how many likes they have. Because right now, I mean, the main reason you're stressing about how much views you get or likes or followers is because the more followers obviously equals the more opportunities, more sponsorships, more money. But imagine a place where you don't have to worry about that. You know, a place where if you have 50 followers, you're content. Because let's be honest, if you have 50 followers, that means 50 people right now. If you were to count how many people around you, 50 of those people want to watch you. That's a lot of people. If you have 1,000 followers, that's a lot of people. So if those people are interested in what you do, then I believe that they would be interested in supporting you and connecting with one of their favorite content creators, which would be you. So I want Uru to be an add-on for people to not stress about how much views and likes and engagement they get, but whether they have 5, 10, 15, 500 followers to be able to earn a living on it. You know, I would ask you, would you rather have 100,000 followers, but, you know, so yeah, maybe some brands come, you get a couple $1,000, but now it's more like a job. You got to put this post out, you got to make this type of ad, you got to do this. You know, you collab with the brands. Okay, I have to make this many posts this time. I got to do this. I can't really sit down and create the things that I love. So I have to always incorporate and sell to my fans other people's stuff. Or would you want to just cut out that middleman and go directly to your fan base and allow them to support you, whether it's 10 people and 10, if you have 50 to 100 followers, and even if, all of them, half of them, whatever, if they want to do after every video, do one Uru session with you, 10-minute conversation, you can charge $10, 15, $20, that'll really add up into way more that you're probably getting right now per view. Somebody out there with 500 followers, they're not making $500 a month. But with Uru, you'll be able to communicate and bridge the gap between your fans and you and make a living. I mean, I have a account on Uru. It's the only one up right now. And I think for a 10-minute session, I charge $5.99. So, I mean, $5.99, $6, 10 of for a full hour. I mean, come on, that's better than most minimum wage jobs. Actually, that's more than minimum wage. So I just want to change the way people are going into the content creation field and how they view it. Because like I said at the beginning, I learned that once I tried to turn my hobbies that I love into like a job, that's when it became miserable and just not fun. So I want people to be able to pursue their dreams and passions without the stress of trying to make it a job, work. If that's the case, continue with your daily 9 to 5 and keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to enter in this field that's just mainly about, it's like having your own online diary where you get to express yourself and paint your own reality to however you want people to perceive you, then you shouldn't be torn between following my passion and trying to make money. They should just merge easily. So that's why I created Uru, to help people make money through their content creation. And that's where I see the future of Uru going. Myself, I'm not trying to be social famous in any way. Like I said, I'm not the best marketer. I don't have money to pay people to market, so that's why I have to get on here and share it. And who's the best to share Uru than the actual creator himself? So that's the history of Uru and where I'm at with it. And if this video reaches anyone, then I wish them the best, journey on content creation. And, my best advice would be not to, if it brings you stress, then maybe it's not the best thing. Please don't be discouraged on making content and putting yourself out there, because there's definitely someone that wants to hear from you and wants to, consume what you have to offer. So go out there. Don't worry about the views and followers. Let those grow as it grow. Just, life is too short. There is no tomorrow. There's only a today. So just focus on the now. Focus on what makes you happy. And even if you're at a job that's, stressful, take an hour out of your day every day to create something and put it out there. And who knows, maybe you might build a nice following, and through the help of URU, which, we're here for you, you'll be able to make a nice living where you don't have to stress every day, and, you can just be happy and have peace in life. So that's what I'll leave you guys. That's the history of URU and where I plan on taking it. And yeah, you can go to the website at URU Social, urusocial.com. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, I'm glad you guys can sit here and listen to this conversation, and looking forward to many more. Thank you.